Alright, so we're going to be taking a quick look at this book for Luxembourgish, which is Wéi Heescht Dat, Was soll das bedeuten? Which is, you could translate it roughly as what does that mean or what is that called. It's a book that can be used either on its own or in conjunction with another book, unfortunately only in French, Luxembourgish Grammaire. Luxembourgeois, so it's a grammar for Luxembourgish. There are a couple other books here available in German. It's a dictionary and one in French as well, along with a business. I believe this one is English. Let's talk business in Luxembourgish. So go ahead and put those here so you can see. Zoom in a little bit for the ISBN. It's the grammar. These are the dictionaries. That's the business one. So this book can, like I said, be used on its own. It's actually a multilingual book, trilingual. It's in French, Luxembourgish, and German. So in case you don't know, Luxembourg is a very, very small country now. It used to be a good bit bigger than it is. Now it's pretty small, has about a population of about 300,000 people, and like a third of those are actually Portuguese people, so let's see. But it is a technically trilingual country. The language is, of course, Luxembourgish, which is West Germanic, closely related to German, very similar. It has many elements that are similar between, German and Dutch. For example, you see here dat instead of das, which is, Dutch has dat as well. So it's almost like a German with a French accent is a way to describe it. So then you have here the foreword, and then you have text proper. So what's it? Go ahead and move that. So you can see here it's alphabetical. We have here A. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example. Alt. Let's go ahead and go with film here. So as you can see here, in the middle it's French, on the left it's Luxembourgish, and on the right it's German. So you would have here, in film hast du recht, you're right about a lot of things. Tu as raison sur bien des points. And then in Luxembourgish, film hast du recht. You can see it's actually quite similar to German. In film hast du recht, film hast du recht. But not so much with the French, which is a Romance language, so a little bit different, but Luxembourgish actually borrows quite a few words from French. So in the course of studying this or looking at Luxembourgish, you'll actually see that quite often, that you have a French word, or in fact even all three, a Luxembourgish word, a French word, and a German word, that all mean the same thing but are used a little bit differently, kind of like English does as well, with French and Latin and then the native English vocabulary. So that is pretty much the entire book. Is like this. Again, you have alphabetically organized, and then you go from Luxembourgish, French, and then German. That is the entirety of the book. Like I said, it can be used in conjunction with the grammar, which I believe has exercises according to the foreword, or it can be used on its own. It's supposed to have 5,000 sentences in Luxembourgish, so if you're interested in a book like this, one way you can use it is, if you want to practice all three languages, is to actually write each one. So you start out writing the one you know better, or in any order. For example, for me that's German, so I'd write that in German, as you can see here at the top, and then French, and then Luxembourgish. So you can also work on translating it into English or another language you might know. So that's Wéi Heescht Dat.